Hello, guys, and welcome to the CosmicCast podcast. I'm your host, Cosmitron, and today's topic is Pokemon. In my opinion, what region and what season that I think Ash's adventure should have ended. As you know, there are 25 long seasons of Pokemon. That's a lot of seasons, guys. For example, if you take shows like Digimon, Beyblade, and Yu-Gi-Oh!, where the main characters were switched out around the third and fourth seasons. So, what season do I think it should have came to an end for Ash? I think it should have came to an end for Ash around season 5, which is Pokemon Master Quest. Let's take a look to why that's my answer. If we compare Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow games to the show, Red, the counterpart of Ash, both of their adventures take place in the Kanto region of 150 Pokemon, which both take on the same exact gym leaders to earn all 8 badges for the right to challenge the Elite Four at the Pokemon League. However, only one counterpart accomplished this, and Red, Ash's counterpart, accomplished this, where Ash in the show of Pokemon Season 1 does not. Ash pretty much comes up short in the Pokemon League. And Red, however, doesn't. Red takes on the Elite Four, and he also takes on his rival, which is Blue. His counterpart is Gary. So, after Red defeats his rival and becomes Pokemon Master, Ash, however, he defeats Gary, but he still doesn't become Pokemon Master because both of them pretty much gets beat in the Pokemon League. So now we take a little hiatus. Ash goes and he pretty much tours the Orange Islands, and he faces different opponents, different gym leaders of the Orange Island, win the badges, and also he ends up winning the Orange Island tournaments, which that is season 2. So now, afterwards, Ash returns home, and celebrates with his mom and Professor Oak and Pallet. And then after, the new adventure begins. Pokemon Johto. So, Pokemon Johto is pretty much based around Pokemon Gold, Silver, and also Pokemon Crystal. Well, here it is with these games, enters in a new character, which is Gold, or his counterpart name is Ethan. Around this time, Red is the Pokemon Master and can be found as a secret boss in the cave. After we go through Gold story and take on all the gym leaders and we defeat the Elite Four, we find Red in the cave, I guess doing some secret training, and we have the option to take him on and challenge him. We pretty much challenge him for respect, pretty much. because, he's obviously, the champion of the Kanto region, and we're the champion of the Johto region. I think for Ash, during season 3 and 4, what the show could have done, they could have had him compete in various tournaments and collect all 8 badges over the course of season 3 and season 4. And the time season 5 Master Quest happened, they could have had, a good send-off for Ash. They could have had a good send-off for that character by having him defeat the Elite Four and finally become Pokemon Master. And by the time, season 6 started, you could have brought Ethan in as the main character for your season 6, and you could have went from there. Ethan could have been the main characters for the 6th, the 7th, and the 8th season, I think, if they would have took that route. So I think pretty much what they did was they pretty much prolonged Ash adventures, and they took the character to way more seasons than he should have been taken, because about the time they took this character for this many seasons, 25 seasons, mind you, by then Ash should have already been an adult by then. He should have already been pretty much, I would say at least in his mid-20s, especially by the 25th season. Ash should not have been, reset it, and they should never kept saying, oh, okay, yeah, well, he's only 12. It's like, no, he's not. It's like after the first season and the second season of Pokemon, Ash pretty much moved way past that age for them to keep resetting and saying that he is this age. No, he was not that age. If they would have stuck to how they did it in the game with Red, then it would have made a lot of sense for the show to actually have ended for Ash at season 5 and brought in new characters from there. But that's what I wanted to touch on pretty much, ladies and gentlemen. I want to pretty much touch on that topic because I know the majority of the time that topic is probably not even spoken of. It probably is, spoken of by other YouTubers, but I'm interested into hearing, what your opinions are and where you think that, what season you think the show should have actually ended for Ash. So let me know down in the comments, feel free to let me know what your opinions are, and I look forward to seeing, your interesting opinions of how you thought it should have gone and the way it should have ended, because I think it would have been perfect to end it early, end it there, like how they did with the other shows like Digimon, Beyblade, and Yu-Gi-Oh! So if it would have just ended at season 5 and we could have gotten to more new characters, and the characters you have in those games, the rest of the Pokemon games that went on after Crystal, you could have utilized those characters to be new characters within the show. That's pretty much how I feel about it. Another thing I believe is that Pikachu could have still been your mascot. You could have kept him as the mascot regardless, even if Ash left the show around season 5 and you started up with a new character in season 6. Like for example, if they would have started up with Ethan in season 6, they could have gave Ethan his own Pikachu. Ash and his Pikachu could have rode into the sunset and retired. And you could have took Ethan, gave him his own Pikachu, and had him going around the Johto region capturing different Pokemon around that region. And that could have played out into at least 3 to 4 more seasons, or even 5 more seasons. And we could have all followed Ethan's adventures, until he became the Pokemon Master. And then around the 10th season, I would say you could have done the same thing with Ethan as well. I think that would have made more sense to do it that way, because I know Ash and Pikachu are lovable, but at some point during that time frame, they should have said, hey, well, this character, he's already way past the age. Still was resetting the world. We should have just went ahead and just, reset it, Pikachu being a different version with a new main character. That would have been the best way to do it, and that is pretty much how I would have done it. But anyway, that's just my opinion and my thoughts. And guys, I will see you in the next video. Peace.